enjoy working with her. I enjoy her. I enjoy her spirituality. Blah 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 blah. There's something that of where you just said I don't know. So there's something bugging me about it, and I can't put my finger on it. Or whatever. I'm just supposed to literally just go stand in the closet and go, I don't know,
or just sit there.
Or in my own,
You have to go in the closet.
Invisibility cloak and go, I don't know.
Yeah, no, at least I can decide that this is bugging me right now.
I mean,
at least I can decide this is bugging me right now, and I want another way to look at it. I want to see this differently. How can I see this differently? That's literally all you're doing.
So just ask.
Just ask.
Just
ask.
Say, I'm at the end of my thought and spiritual
and decide how you are going to be.
Yeah.
Like, in other words, it's like, okay, I asked for another way to look at this because for some reason I'm feeling some form of fear. But what I can do is decide how I'm going to be.
Right.
And I'm going to be as peaceful as possible. I'm going to be as open as possible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's quote unquote what you have the most control over is how you're going to choose to behave. Right. And then out of your perception and your behavior, you're going to create the experience that you have with her. And just remember that whatever experience you have with her is one that you're asking for some lesson in love that you wanted to learn.
Right.
And that communication is salvation. And so most of the time, if there's any kind of separation or fear that's happening, there's a request for some kind of honest communication.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I know those things, and we do communicate well, and we've talked, and I haven't communicated with her that there's something I'm afraid of.
And that's all you have to say.
And that's it. And say it to the universe.
Well, plus it's a funny thing. You find that most people don't want you to be afraid of them. Actually, most people, it's like those people don't want you to be afraid of them. So when you say, I'm feeling some fear right now, or I have some fear around this right now, if it's a halfway sane person, they don't want you to feel fear. When I see someone becoming afraid of me, the first thing that I ask is, what can I do to support this person feeling safe? Because they're only fearful people attack. 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 And fearful people never see anything correctly. Fearful people never see anything correctly. Angry people never see anything correctly. Depressed people never see anything correctly. So anytime you're dealing with a depressed, angry person, you're dealing with a person who is not seeing things clearly. Their perception of reality is distorted, and everything they're looking at isn't true. So the more miserable a person is, the more likely they are to misperceive everything you do. That's why safety and peace has to be your primary goal in any relationship, because it's only when a person is peaceful and happy that they see you correctly. It's like there's a practical reason for not wanting people to be upset around you all the time. When they are upset, they are not seeing anything as it is. They're only seeing the justification for their anger. That's it. So nobody's home. When you're trying to talk to somebody when they're upset and depressed, there's nobody home. Why? They're not listening to a word you're saying. I can be in this class and I can tell just as good when I'm looking in the eyes of a person who is not at home. They're either thinking about what they're hearing or projecting something into the future, or their ego is just don't want to hear what's going on. In other words, they're listening to their own thoughts, which is what has them depressed in the first place. So even though they're getting a new way of looking at it, they're not hearing me because they're still running their story. So I'm talking from the book, you can do this and you can do this and it'll change this and you can have what you want. You know what's happening. They're listening to their own thoughts. They're not listening to the answer. They're just listening to their own recording. But then there are some people you can look around and you know they're present. And you bless both people because they're all you.
Yeah.
There's nothing that anybody in this room can do that I haven't done. All right.
What about prom night?
Well, hopefully you did what I did prom.
You bet.
You really did. Matter of fact, as I was guilty about my prom, I went to prom in the 11th grade, and they didn't even have one when I was in the 12th. That's how much good I had about prom night.
They canceled it, huh?
Well, I lived in Memphis, Tennessee. And the year I graduated from high school, Martin Luther King got assassinated when I was downtown in the library, about right around the block from it.
Really?
And there were riots, and because of the riots, they canceled the prom and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, take a breath. Let this in. Donna Marie Carey. It's called The Real Love. It's called Real Love. Wake up to what you really are.
You are the very thing you've been searching for.
You are the very thing you've been searching for.
Everything you thought you needed for us. Guiltless, sinless, child of God. Love is all.
Please listen, please listen, please listen, please listen, please
There's
listen.
a love not of this world.
There is a love not of this world.
The only real love.
The only real
You will
love.
not find it where you search.
You won't find it where you search.
It's only in the
It's only in the waking up.
wake up
Wake up.
to what you really are. Wake up.
Wake up. Raj, wake up. Earl.
Search only for what is false. Let it go.
Let it go.
Give up the cost of holding on to what you think you know.
Let it go.
Listen to the voice of love. It's calling you,
calling you,
telling you,
telling you,
wake up,
wake up.
to the only true reality of you. You are love, not of this world.
You are not of this world.
The only real love.
The only real love.
You will not find it wherever you search.
You won't find it searching outside.
It's only in the wake up,
Wake up.
to what you really are. Wake up.
Take a breath.
This world offers you nothing that you need.
This world affords you nothing that you need.
You are the extension of all that is and never will
The
be.
extension of all that is and ever will be.
Will you believe? When will you come
When will you
home to me?
When will you come home to me? When will you come home to me?
Wake up,
Wake up.
wake up,
Wake up.
and see our love, not of this world. The only real love. You'll not find it wherever you search. It's only in the
Only in the waking. Waking up. Wake. Wake up.
to what you really are. Wake up
Wake up.
to all you've ever been. Wake up,
Wake up.
wake
It's time to wake up. It's It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Love it. Debbie Cardwell, would you stand up, please? Give it to Debbie. Give it to her. Test her capacity to receive. Debbie, you did. It was so wonderful to see the recovery while I was gone. I love you so much. Let's give it to her again, y'all. Let's test Debbie. Let's shoot that love out to Debbie for covering for me. Yeah. Doggone it. And you're so darn cute too, so you got it all.
Speech.
I love you. Speech.
I'm shutting up.
You done. So, mighty companions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Love Army. Secret agents of love.
Secret.
Now we gotta fool everybody so that we can hang out with them and they won't know we shooting out love indiscriminately when they don't know it. So what y'all gonna have to do is sometimes act crazy, sometimes get a little angry, get a little depressed, sometimes, act like you're not happy. I want y'all to what I'm saying? So they won't think you're really different. I want you to act like everybody else sometimes. But you know that you're here to embrace them in the arms of love. And when you give it, you receive it. And you know you must be giving it because you're receiving it right now.
Yeah, right now.
So I'm the proof that you're giving it. Because you deserve it, no matter what you think you've done. So, may the course be with you. I appreciate you, Holy Spirit. Clubs are available, and I hope to see you the next time I see you.
It's a pretty true statement there.
Yeah.